Hey everyone, welcome to Plants and Politics. So, this story really flew under the radar, and I'm sure it was done purposely. In May, U.S. Attorney John Bash was appointed by Bill Barr, the Attorney General, to essentially hashtag lock them up in regard to Obama, Biden, the Clintons, you name it, all of Trump's adversaries. And Trump has been bragging about how Obama and Biden were going to go to prison, that they had perpetrated the biggest scandal in presidential history, worse than Watergate, blah, 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 just tweeting out nonstop. I mean, this guy just never stops whining. Well, just as with everything else that Cheeto Mussolini promises, this ended with a big womp womp. Because so sad. Bash apparently concluded his investigation this month. He brought no charges against anyone, and Barr has announced that the report won't be released publicly. So, what was this investigation about? So, for anybody who's not familiar with this, John Bash was conducting one of two major probes into the Obama administration and the intelligence community. The other investigation is still underway. It's being headed by U.S. Attorney John Durham. And just as with the hyped Durham investigation that has so far yielded zero results, the Bash investigation revolved around the Obama era unmasking of U.S. citizens. So here's the deal. Before leaving office, there was all this chatter. People were getting suspicious at Trump's praising of Putin and Putin's involvement in the election in 2016 and how they were trying to swing the election to Trump. Of course, we don't know everything. We probably never will. But Obama's administration unmasked a number of U.S. citizens who were caught in conversation and intelligence reports. And what that means is they let the Obama administration, whoever it was that was asking for the information, know who that person was, because U.S. citizens are masked in these intelligence reports. They're not supposed to spy on U.S. citizens. So if there is a U.S. citizen in an intelligence report, their name is concealed. And so the only time they're supposed to ask for that is if there is a major concern. If they need to understand the conversation better, if it needs to be put in context in some way, they will ask for that person's name to be unsealed, unmasked, and revealed. So these were conversations that raised concerns about the security of our country. Now, Trump and his allies, of course, have tried to turn this into an issue that he could use to gin up outrage against Democrats, especially Biden, claiming that his people were targeted strictly for political purposes, and it was just an attempt to undermine his message and his candidacy. In addition to all that, in addition to the unmasking questions, Bash was also investigating whether or not Obama's administration and or the intelligence community had leaked information to the media. Well, it appears that what they found was a big nothing burger with a side of cry more fries. You know why? Because if you suspect someone of colluding with a foreign government, whether it's legitimate or not, and you suspect that that person is trying to harm the United States, you would be irresponsible and negligent if you didn't unmask people, if you chose not to investigate what's going on. So whether anything came out of it or not, Obama's administration had a duty to investigate this. They had a duty to warn. Now, here's the really suspicious thing. Not only did Bash end his investigation, but he actually tendered his resignation and decided to go work in the private sector. So he stepped down as a U.S. attorney and went and took a job at a law firm. So what was the purpose? What did he find? What happened that he felt that he needed to resign. Now, all parties involved have declined to comment, so, we have to wonder, did Bash inadvertently find wrongdoing on the part of Trump and his team rather than Obama? And before anyone tries to say, oh, well, Barr was just doing the right thing, and they're not going to release the results of this investigation and report because he doesn't want to impact the election. Oh, God. I mean, first of all, have you been paying attention since Barr took over the DOJ? Banana Republic Barr has no shame. He never has. This is the same man who protected and lied for Bush. And I'm not a huge Obama or Biden or Clinton fan whatsoever. But if Barr had one shred of proof against any of them, he would have been holding nonstop press conferences and releasing whatever little tiny speck of information he had, even if it hadn't been finalized. There's no way. Second, Barr himself said that he would. He admitted that he would not keep either John Bash's or John Durham's findings a secret, regardless of how it might affect the election. And remember, Barr is the guy who came out prior to the release of the Mueller report and tried to spin the findings to make it sound like nothing had been found, when in fact Mueller had at least 10 instances of obstruction of justice. If he isn't saying a word until after the election, it's because they have nothing. And now Trump is threatening to fire him and others. And honestly, they're probably doing him a favor. They know there's nothing in it. And they know it's going to make him look like an ass. So in their mind, it's probably better to keep it hidden because at least it shows, oh, there's still investigations going on. There could be something there. Just the appearance that these people are being investigated is enough for his supporters to believe that something is coming. There's no way. There's no way. Barr would be screaming it from the rooftops. They have nothing. Oh, well, what does the right always say? Facts don't care about your feelings? Yeah, kind of like that. So anyway, guys, as always, like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching and listening. I will talk to you soon. Take care. Thanks for listening to Plants and Politics. The only way we can take our country and power back is to spread the truth and build an army. So remember to like, follow, subscribe, and share on Facebook, YouTube, and wherever you listen to your podcasts. Thanks again.